Good day, everyone. Today I want to talk about averages. We're going to learn some simple practical concepts about averages. So we're going to talk about concepts. I'm going to turn that into simple mathematical calculations for averages. So, let me get my eraser out. I just got too much stuff on the screen here. Love to draw some pictures, and I just want to get this stuff out of the way. Alright, so back to the pen. So let's talk about averages. Let's imagine we have two people. We have one person that's shorter, and we have one person that's really tall. Now generally, people would say that this guy is short. This guy is tall. Okay? And maybe if we had another person here in the middle, they would say that he's average. He's not tall, he's not short, he's just average. And you'll notice the way I drew that really the average is like somewhere between here and here. He's not at the top, he's not at the bottom, he's just average. So mathematically, he's there, I don't know, about halfway between the short guy and the tall guy. Now if we change this scenario just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to clear the screen this time. It'll just be easier. And let's say that we have our short guy again, and then we have, that's that guy out. Gotta stop pushing that button, I guess. We have this guy. We have another one of these guys, another one of these guys, and another one of these guys, and another one of these guys. Okay? Now you'll see that we've got like 5 people that are this high. We got like one person that's this high. So it seems to me, just looking at it, that the average person is no longer in the middle. I mean, the average person is more towards the top. Right? So somehow mathematically we need to come up with a number that's up here closer to the top. So I'm going to get my eraser and just remove these numbers. I don't want to confuse it with numbers. In fact, let's go ahead and clear the whole screen. Okay, so let's just talk about a very simple calculation. Let's say we have two people. And let's talk about height again. Okay? One person is 6 feet tall, and one person is 3 feet tall. Now, in our example before, we had the short person, the tall person, and then we ended up with an average that was in between. So in this one, it seems like our average is going to be somewhere between 3 and 6. Mathematically, the way we calculate an average is we take our total number of objects. We have two people, so we have the number of objects, and in this case this equals 2, and then we have the sum of the variant, or the variable, or the number that we're trying to average. So in this case it would be the sum of the height. In this case the sum would be 6 plus 3. Let me clean that up a little bit. 6 plus 3, and that one equals 9. So if we want to calculate our average, we're going to take our sum and divide it by the number, and I'll just write OBJ. So in this case, we would have our sum, which is 9, divided by 2, and what we would expect is a number that was halfway between 6 and 3, somewhere here in the middle. So between 3 and 6, 9 divided by 2 on our calculator. We'll just draw our calculator over here. And we punch that into our calculator, and we get 4.5. Right? So in this case, the average height for this is 4.5 feet. Okay? Now let's just remember this stuff down here at the bottom, and we're going to do one that's a little bit more complicated. Let's say we're still calculating the average height again, but we've got people, and I used to know how to spell. All you spellers out there, I'm sorry. Let's say we've got, I don't know, 1,042 people. Again, I'm really doing bad at this. So we have 1,042 people, and if we add up all their heights, it equals 5,922 feet. So if we want to calculate the average height, it's going to equal the sum of our objects, so this is going to be our height, divided by the number of objects. In this case, that will equal 5,922 feet. And we're going to divide that by 1,042 people. So we're going to get our calculator out again. And when we run that through the calculator, we come up with an average of 5.68 feet. Right? So, if we want to find an average, we need to find the sum of what it is we're trying to average, and then we need to find the number of the objects that are in that set. We do the division, and we'll come up with an average. I hope this was helpful, and we'll have more examples coming. Thank you.